My name is Marie, and I'm currently in high school. It is my junior year. I was a very nerdy girl when I started high school. A computer geek, if you will. I was enthralled by making coding and playing video games, as if I were one of the boys. To my whole friend group, I was a tomboy, rough and tough. No one outside of my circle ever paid any attention to me, until this year, in 11th grade. I would say I was a late bloomer. But over the summer, something changed. My chest began enlarging, my hips filled out, and my pizza face began to fade, leaving a sheer complexion. I started to feel confident in myself. No longer did I wear nerd glasses, but now I had contacts. I strutted into school on the first day feeling invigorated, wearing my short shorts and a cute blouse with stilettos. My hair fell like a waterfall, and I had on makeup, making my cat eyes more sultry. I wasn't the sweatpants girl anymore that everyone teased me to be. I felt eyes locked on me all day as I went from class to class, whispers from around corners, saying in a confused tone, "Is that Marie Nerd Girl?" Then with a jaw drop as I walked by their words abruptly stopping until I was clear from their field of view. During lunch, I went to sit at my old table with my old friends, and they felt threatened by my new sense of self. "Marie, you can't possibly enjoy looking like that. You're not yourself," my friend Rhonda said tenderly to me. I retorted back with, "You're just jealous that you don't look half as good as me now." Then she kicked me out of the table. It wasn't like I cared anyway. I had my newer friends waiting for me. As I went to sit with them, a crew of blonde-haired girls and boys with washboard abs, they welcomed me with open arms, as I was now pretty enough to sit with the populars. Weeks went by, and my new friends would talk about boy bands, physical relationships, and shopping using their wealthy parents' bank accounts. If I mentioned other things to talk to them about, such as the new zombie video game that came out on PS4, which now allowed cross-platform play, they would look at me like a deer in the headlights and ignore my comments. I was a fish out of water in this friend group. Granted, I became one of the prettiest girls in school. So many boys wanted to get me in bed, but none of them wanted to actually connect with me or listen to what was behind my beauty, which was my brain. I was a fake. I looked the part of the popular, but I sacrificed who I was on the inside to become popular. I lamented the loss of my old friends, the ones who would play games with me and create awesome software with me. They never cared what I looked like or how popular I was. They truly cared. Now, even surrounded by tons of people who adore my looks and popularity, I feel lonelier than I did when I was an outcast. I should have realized that it's the quality of friends you have that counts, not the quantity. What's your story? True Tales wants to hear it. If you also have any such moment, you can share it in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked my story. Subscribe to this channel to watch more such videos, and press the bell icon for more updates.
Hey friends, my name is Kaya, I'm 26 years old, and my best friend's name is Emma. We are the same age. Emma and I were the best of buddies right from boarding school up to college. We had many friends, but our friendship was really special. We could always count on each other. We used to hang out together. We used to laugh, cry, and had loads of fun together. We used to share everything with each other, and were there for help always. Life was easy and fun with her. Remember, this happens with everyone. Eventually, we completed college. My best friend Emma got a job in a multinational company. I was happy for her. And now, she got busy in her work. But every single day, we used to text and a phone call each other. We were hanging out together practically every week. Although after joining her work, she was giving less time to our friendship every time she had some or the other reasons to not responding. But when this started happening often, I realized she is ignoring me. She used to always want to hang out with me, but suddenly she gets busy. Whenever I used to call her up, she had her excuses ready, like she wanted to focus on her career and all. But I used to see her hanging out with her new friends and other people. I thought, that's okay. She's doing her own thing. Everybody finds new friends at their workplace. But still, I used to text or message her because you can't forget your old friends, right? One day, I messaged her this. I miss you. Let's go to dinner. There is a new restaurant that serves amazing sushi. I know you love Japanese food. She replied, Hey Kaya, sorry I have to go out with my mum for groceries. The same evening, I went to the store, thinking I might bump into her. While coming back from the store, I saw Emma on a bike, sitting behind a guy. I hid myself and saw that she was with John, a guy who used to study with us in college. I was devastated. I felt cold and numb. This feeling of being cheated on by your best friend was killing me. How can she? I considered her my everything, and she didn't even care telling me? I decided to confront her. I went to her place and asked her why she's behaving like this. Hey darling, surprise! Hey Kaya, what happened? Well, can I come in? Yeah, come in. Listen, Emma, I think there is something wrong between us. I mean, perhaps I'm overreacting, but I really miss you. Listen, Kaya, you have no right to invade my privacy, and you don't need to control my life. What? Don't act innocent. I'm dating John. You know John, right? Yes? He told me about you. Who are you to decide if I should date him or not? He just requested you to help him be friends with me, right? The truth is, I was afraid of losing Emma. I loved Emma so much. As a girl, she wanted more than what I could offer. I just didn't want to lose her. I'd seen this guy, John, with a lot of other girls, and none of them were happy after he left them for his next target. I wished Emma the best in life, and that was the end of our friendship. Life lesson? Friends' life goes on. I realized people are there in your life, not for you, but for themselves. They will be there till they feel their needs are being fulfilled. One day, they will be out of sight and out of mind. If you have such kind of experience, you can share it in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked my story, and subscribe to this channel to watch more such videos in the future.
It was just a regular night. My boyfriend of 3 months and I were out to dinner. He loved cooking and was a food snob. My mother rarely cooked while I was growing up, so we'd eaten at a lot of restaurants. My boyfriend ordered a steak salad, and I got soup and a sandwich. We had a great dinner together. We went back to my place, a tiny 2-bedroom, 2-bath, to watch a movie. Pick something, he told me, and I picked up the remote and scrolled through Netflix and settled on an episode of The Office. I don't feel so hot, he said when we were about 10 minutes into the episode. He stood up and went into the bathroom next to my living room. I paused the show to wait for him. And then I heard it. All of it. My boyfriend was having explosive diarrhea, not even 10 feet from where I was sitting. There was another bathroom he could have chosen, but he was in the one right next to where I was sitting. When a few minutes passed and he was still occupied, I unpaused the show to at least give him some privacy. Then the smell hit me. It was so strong that it was almost violent. I felt the sandwich and soup I'd eaten for dinner rise into my throat, and I swallowed hard. I lit several candles, but instead of masking the smell, the lavender and vanilla mixed with it. I turned on the fan and tried breathing through my mouth. I heard the toilet flush and he came out. He was sweating. "I'm sick," he told me. He sat on the couch, leaning heavily on the arm of it. I told him, "Do you want to go home?" He lived less than a mile from me, so he could have easily driven home to be sick in private. "No," he told me. "If I'm going to die, I'd want it to be here in your arms." I cringed and then tried to play it off like I was just shivering. Now that the bathroom door was open, the smell was overpowering. I tried holding my breath and taking little sips of air in an attempt to stem my queasiness. A few minutes later, he was back in the bathroom. I didn't even pause the show this time, and I turned it up louder to try not to hear everything that was going on in there. The smell compounded. I turned on every fan in my little place and lit a candle in every room. When he left the bathroom after the second time, I pushed a candle and lighter onto him and told him to put it in the bathroom. "Are you sure you don't want to go home?" I asked again. "No, it'll pass soon," he said, looking pale. "It's probably just food poisoning." "Don't you want to be alone?" I asked. He looked at me and said, "I want to be with you. Why would now be any different?" How is he not seeing that I don't want him here? I thought. Is he blind? I thought to myself as I looked at him, if I really loved him, I wouldn't be acting this way. I'd be offering him medicine or water, asking him if he needed anything. I wouldn't keep asking him if he wanted to leave. And then, the next thought hit me hard. I don't love him. I took a deep breath, and the smell that had invaded my entire place seized my body. I had always guessed our relationship would have an expiration date. I just hadn't realized until this moment when that date would be. "Are you okay?" he asked. The irony of the fact that he was asking if I was okay was not lost on me, especially since I hadn't offered him the same kindness. I nodded. "Do you want me to leave?" he asked. I wanted to say yes. I wanted to shout, "Yes, please, get out of my house!" My desire to be nice, to exhibit good manners, overrode me. "No, of course not," I told him. "I'm tired, though. I'm going to get ready for bed." He followed me into the bedroom and laid down on my bed. As I was washing my face, I talked to myself. I knew he was meeting friends the next morning, so he would definitely be gone in the morning. "I can make it through the night," I told myself. I laid down and he cuddled up behind me. That's when I realized, with horror, that he smelled. "I'm too hot," I told him, and was so glad when he moved away from me in bed. I pulled the covers up to my face and fell asleep. He woke up before me and I pretended to be asleep. When he leaned down to kiss me, I was reminded again of how he really, really needed to take a shower. "Just get him out of my house," I thought. I was so relieved to hear my front door close. He arrived at my house later that day, as we'd originally had plans. "I'm done," I blurted. "What?" he asked. "I'm done. I don't want to be with you anymore." "What? Is this about last night? I was sick." "It just feels like I woke up from a dream," I told him. I didn't know how else to explain it. "I don't want to be with you anymore." "That's so shitty," he told me. The irony of him using shitty to describe this situation wasn't lost on me either. That's my story. What's your story? True Tales wants to hear it. If you also have any such moment, you can share it in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you liked my story. Subscribe to this channel to watch more such videos and press the bell icon for more updates.